Hold on to your seats, folks, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind faster than a Hollywood scandal going viral. Yes, you heard it right. The FBI, the very agency you trust to protect and serve, just dropped a bombshell that makes every crime thriller you've ever binged look like child's play. Imagine this: Bill Cosby. Yes, that Bill Cosby. Once America's beloved TV dad turned infamous allegedly orchestrated the murder of none other than Malcolm Jamal Warner, his on-screen son, in Hollywood's Golden Boy. Sounds like a plot straight out of a twisted Netflix docuseries, right? But no, this is real life, and it's messier than your last family reunion. Why would America's favorite dad mastermind such a dark, deadly secret? What horrifying truths was Malcolm about to expose that made him a target? And how deep does this rabbit hole go? We're talking covert texts, hush money, and an explosive FBI file that's got Hollywood shaking in its boots. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at The Cosby Show the same way again. Ready to dive into the jaw-dropping details? Let's expose the truth hiding behind the curtain, and trust me, it's a story you cannot miss. Alright, buckle up, because this one's going to hit harder than a plot twist in your favorite crime thriller. We're diving headfirst into a scandal so juicy, so shocking, it's got Hollywood sweating bullets and the internet losing its mind. At the center, none other than Bill Cosby. Yes, America's once beloved TV dad. Now allegedly the mastermind behind the murder of Malcolm Jamal Warner, his on-screen son from The Cosby Show. You know, that wholesome family sitcom that once made us all believe in the perfect TV family. Yeah, that one. Turns out, the reality behind the camera was darker than any script you've ever seen. For years, Bill Cosby's name was tarnished by accusations of sexual misconduct, hush money, and courtroom drama. The man who portrayed Cliff Huxtable as the ideal father was revealed to be hiding a sinister side. But if you thought those scandals were the end of it, think again. According to a recent bombshell FBI leak, Cosby's darkness runs deeper. So deep it allegedly leads straight to orchestrating the death of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yes, you heard that right, murder. Now, Malcolm Jamal Warner wasn't just any actor. He was the golden boy who grew up in the spotlight, the beloved TV son who shared scenes and smiles with Cosby for years. But behind the scenes, Warner was reportedly digging up secrets that some powerful people wanted buried permanently. And that's where things get interesting. Imagine the nerve of someone so powerful they think they can order a hit to silence the truth. According to the leaked FBI documents, private messages from Cosby's phone showed chilling instructions, phrases like "it's happening," "don't let him leave Costa Rica," and the ominous "take care of it quietly." These weren't idle worries or vague concerns. These were cold, calculated orders. Orders that many now believe led directly to Malcolm's mysterious death in a foreign country. Far from the cameras, far from the fans who adored him. So what was Malcolm Warner hiding? What was so explosive that it made him a target? Rumor has it he was working on a tell-all memoir exposing the darkest corners of the entertainment industry and specifically, the legacy of Bill Cosby himself. Files, voice memos, private emails, all locked away on a secret hard drive, hidden in his Costa Rican hotel room. A hard drive that would later become the smoking gun in this unfolding nightmare. The whole thing feels like something ripped from a Hollywood script, but this time, there are no special effects or actors, just real lives, real pain, and real betrayal. And while Cosby's lawyers have gone radio silent, refusing to comment on these explosive allegations, the world is demanding answers. Social media exploded with outrage. Hashtags calling for justice trended worldwide. And former castmates who once shared the stage with Cosby started whispering things that had long been buried under layers of fear and silence. This isn't just a Hollywood scandal anymore. It's a story about power, corruption, and the lengths some will go to protect their secrets, even if it means destroying the people closest to them. But here's the kicker: Malcolm's mother, Pamela Warner, didn't just sit quietly while the world spun with rumors. No, she took those leaked FBI texts to the press, her hands shaking but her voice strong, declaring that her son didn't drown by accident. He died in betrayal, in silence, and in fear. She said, and if anyone thinks she'll back down, now, they clearly don't know the heart of a mother who's lost a child to something far worse than fate. Pamela's fight has sparked a movement. Vigils lit up streets from Los Angeles to Washington, thousands holding candles and signs that read, "He didn't drown, he was taken." Murals popped up overnight, painting Malcolm with broken chains and angel wings, symbols of truth breaking free from the shadows. But even with the public outcry, questions remain. Why Costa Rica? Why were the hotel cameras mysteriously missing? Why did the coroner's report change multiple times within days? And most suspiciously, why were Cosby's lawyers in the same country just days before Malcolm's death? The plot thickens. As we peel back the layers of this scandal, One thing is clear, this isn't just about a tragic death. It's about the silencing of a truth-teller, a man who dared to shine a light on the dark underbelly of Hollywood, and paid the ultimate price. This video ends here, but the story is far from over. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into the leaked FBI files, uncover secret alliances, and reveal the shocking details of the public's reaction as this scandal explodes across the world. Stay tuned. So, if you thought part 1 was wild, just wait till you hear what the leaked FBI files and our very own inside sources have revealed. Because now, the scandal isn't just simmering, it's erupting like a volcano of Hollywood secrets, scandalous backroom deals, and downright creepy cover-ups. Picture this: private messages that read like a crime boss's playbook, shadowy figures scrambling to hide evidence, and a network of corruption that reaches far beyond just one tragic death. Let's talk about those FBI texts first. According to the whistleblower who risked everything to expose the truth, the messages weren't just casual threats or paranoid ramblings. No, these were meticulously timed, chilling orders. It's happening. Don't let him leave Costa Rica. And the truly bone-chilling, take care of it quietly. If that doesn't send shivers down your spine, what will? What makes this even more intense is the context. These texts were sent mere hours before Jamal Warner's untimely death. And we're not talking about some random messages. These were sent from Bill Cosby's private phone, a device that suddenly became the most incriminating piece of evidence in what could be the most jaw-dropping Hollywood murder mystery in decades. But it doesn't stop there. Leaked reports show a staggering pattern of lavish spending by Cosby's camp, an attempt to silence dissenters with piles of cash disguised as legal fees, consulting payments, and suspicious hush money. One anonymous source, let's call them, the insider, told us there was money flying everywhere, all to keep Malcolm quiet. But you don't just buy silence. Sometimes you have to take more drastic measures. Public reactions. Oh, they've been nothing short of a digital meltdown. Hashtags like #JusticeForMalcolm and #CosbyExposed began trending worldwide within hours of the FBI leak. Fans, activists, and even former co-stars took to social media to vent, share old photos, and demand answers. The internet never forgets, and right now, it's not letting this story die quietly. One ex-cast member, speaking anonymously for obvious reasons, said, "We always suspected something was off, but no one imagined it would be this dark." Cosby had a way of keeping everyone in line, and Malcolm was getting too close to something he shouldn't have. Ouch, right? And the more we dug, the more we found. Corruption wasn't just limited to hush money and threats. There are allegations of bribed officials, deleted hotel security footage, and last-minute flight cancellations that seem straight out of a spy thriller. Another source claimed someone tried to sneak out of the country on a private jet days after Malcolm died. Coincidence? Hardly. Meanwhile, Cosby's legal team has gone radio silent, an ominous silence that speaks volumes. No press statements, no denials, just an eerie void that fans and critics alike are interpreting as guilt by omission. In fact, silence has become the loudest statement in this entire saga. But let's not forget Malcolm's family. The true heroes here, Pamela Warner, his mother, turned the leaks into a rallying cry. At a recent press conference, holding the FBI text printouts with hands trembling but voice unwavering, she declared, "My son didn't drown. He was murdered in cold blood by the very man who pretended to be his family." Mic drop. This bold stance sparked a wave of support. Vigils lit the night sky, from Los Angeles to Washington, with thousands holding signs that read, "He was taken, not lost, and truth over lies." Street artists immortalized Malcolm in murals depicting him as a fallen angel breaking free from chains, a symbol that truth cannot be caged. And it's not just the public that's reacting. Politicians are calling for investigations into networks and studios that allegedly turned a blind eye to Cosby's misconduct for decades. Rumors swirl about congressional hearings and probes that might shake up the entire entertainment industry. The phrase Cosby cover-up is becoming a household name. Yet amidst the chaos, there's an eerie undercurrent of fear. People connected to Cosby's inner circle are suddenly unreachable. Jobs vanish, and documents mysteriously disappear. One former assistant whispered, "Crossing Cosby wasn't just dangerous, it was deadly." So, what does this all mean? Simply put, Jamal Warner's death wasn't a tragic accident. It was the climax of a decades-long saga of corruption, power abuse, and brutal silencing. And now, the world is finally seeing the cracks in the facade. Hold tight, because in this video, we'll explore the fallout, the legal battles, the resignations, the protests, and the ultimate fight for justice that's only just beginning. Trust me, you won't want to miss how this story unfolds next. By now, the world knows the chilling truth. Bill Cosby, once hailed as America's TV dad, is now at the center of an explosive murder plot that took the life of Jamal Warner. The leaked FBI files have shaken the very foundations of Hollywood, and the fallout. Oh, it's just getting started. First up, the legal firestorm. Federal prosecutors, armed with damning evidence, those incriminating texts, voice recordings, and the secret hard drive filled with Malcolm's damning exposes have wasted no time. Grand juries have convened behind closed doors. Subpoenas have flown out like confetti at an awards show, and key Cosby associates are suddenly eager to lawyer up. We've heard whispers of resignations to high-ranking executives, legal advisors, and PR gurus who once danced to Cosby's tune are stepping down, distancing themselves from a sinking ship faster than you can say scandal. One source inside a major studio told us, "The panic is real. It's like watching a house of cards tumble, and nobody wants to be under the rubble." Meanwhile, public outrage has morphed into an unstoppable movement. Protests across major cities have drawn tens of thousands, many holding signs with messages like "Justice for Malcolm," "Hollywood's Dark Secret," and "No More Silence." Even celebrities who once tiptoed around Cosby have come forward with tearful apologies and promises to support the investigation. The entertainment world is undergoing a reckoning, and there's no turning back. Congress has reportedly opened inquiries into how networks and streaming platforms could have ignored or covered up Cosby's alleged crimes for decades. Talk of legislative hearings focusing on celebrity accountability and corporate complicity is filling the airwaves. The question on everyone's lips: how much did power and money buy in this industry? And let's not overlook the financial carnage. Cosby's empire is unraveling, with multiple contracts canceled, projects shelved indefinitely, and streaming services pulling all related content from their libraries. Investors are nervous, lawsuits are piling up, and Cosby's once untouchable brand is now radioactive. But perhaps the most poignant consequence is the ongoing fight for Malcolm's legacy. Pamela Warner, with fire in her eyes, has become a symbol of resilience, leading the charge to keep her son's story alive. The recently released memoir, completed posthumously from Malcolm's notes and recordings, is flying off shelves. Worldwide, his daughter, though grieving, remains a quiet pillar of strength, protected by family and surrounded by supporters who vow that Malcolm's truth will not be buried. Yet, as the trial looms, tensions remain sky-high. Cosby's defense team is reportedly scrambling for a strategy, but with overwhelming evidence mounting, their options are dwindling fast. The public watches closely, waiting for justice to be served, knowing that this case could redefine how Hollywood handles truth, power, and accountability. So, what's next? Will justice prevail? Will the dark corners of the entertainment industry finally be illuminated? And what other secrets lie buried beneath the glitz and glamour? One thing's for sure, the world won't stop watching until every last truth is uncovered. Alright, my truth seekers, you've heard the story, the scandal, and the shock. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Was Malcolm Jamal Warner silenced to protect a legacy built on lies? Is this the start of a Hollywood reckoning, or just another scandal buried by time? Drop your hottest takes in the comments below. Don't hold back. If you want more jaw-dropping exposes like this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss when we peel back the curtain on the biggest stories the mainstream won't touch. Remember, the truth might be buried, but it always finds a way to surface. Stay curious, stay loud, and keep questioning, because as long as you keep watching, we'll keep digging. This brave deed, signing off. But don't forget, the story is far from over.